Hey, this is Bob coming at you with an update on a pistol that I got about a year ago. Please forgive me ahead of time. I am on a firing range, and there is live fire going on in the next ranges over at the rifle range, so you may hear some banging around as this video progresses. Anyway, as some of you know, this was a pistol that I bought last year. This is the Sig Sauer 1911 Scorpion model, and what kind of sets this apart from other 1911s is the Cerakote finish on it. It's got the G10 Hogue Piranha grips on it. It does have a rail system built into the frame, and it does have the flat trigger on it. Bang, there we go. You know, it's when I first picked up this weapon, I was immediately enamored with it. I fell in love at first sight. But as time has gone along, you know, I've just kind of become, I guess, I don't know, kind of bored with the color scheme on it. You know, the flat dark earth or the coyote Cerakote here, you know, serves a purpose, you know, in the desert, which is fine. But you know, the color, not so much, but I guess it's probably the grips being predominantly green is just kind of annoying after time goes along, and it would be nice to switch these out, but it's a lot of money to replace this kind of grips if you want to keep the you know, keep the Magwell system in it, which I do like. Just minor, it's cosmetic. Cause for concern, absolutely not. Just one of my personal preferences. I've never changed out the trigger on it. A lot of people are really annoyed by the flat trigger and how they look on this. I gotta say, it's one of the least sexy triggers out there on the market, but it does have a purpose. Anywhere that you place your finger on this trigger, it's gonna feel exactly the same. Whether it's up high, whether it's down low or off to the side, it provides a nice even transfer to engage that trigger. So, you know, it's perfect for combat, you know, and great, you know, if you are in a rush, you're always going to get the same trigger pull on this no matter what. If I do end up keeping this pistol, which I'm kind of on the fence about here a year down the road, I would probably, you know, switch that out to something a little bit different, maybe something skeletonized or something along those lines. The finish is held up great. I've had no issues with it. I do keep a light on this at night, and so I've noticed just a little bit of discoloration on the rails, but nothing to really speak of. The Sig night sights on this have stayed nice and bright. Haven't noticed those getting any dimmer at all. Happy with that. And I do have, on occasion, problems with this, even with the Wilson mags. Problem with it locking back on that last round. So you'll notice, you know, I've got that magazine in there, fully inserted. Sometimes it locks back, sometimes it doesn't. Guessing that maybe some of the coating in the Cerakote is maybe just a little too thick. I've never looked into having this remedied. You know, it doesn't happen often enough to where I've really had it bother me that much. If I was shooting more competitions with this particular pistol, I probably would, just because I like to know when I have that last round without having to count. I have shot this in competition, and I did quite well with it. Pin matches anyway, and my first match I shot with it, I finished first in my class, which was the newcomers with the 45s, which I was proud of. Couldn't be more happy with the accuracy of this weapon. I wouldn't say it's any more accurate than, you know, like a new Colt or a new Kimber. It's just right up there with them. You know, where you point, it's where your bullet's going to go. And I was very pleased with that, just not pleased with the 8+1 capacity on it. You can get some other magazines that do hold more, but they stick down way past the bottom of your grip. if you don't mind that, then, problem solved. But, I think probably for, matches in the future, I think I'm going to go to, like a Sig Sauer Tac Ops. I think this is going to be my new match pistol. It's got higher capacity. It's only a 40 caliber, but I can get 15+1 rounds in it. And, for me, I think that's going to work just a little bit better. If I had to go out and replace this today, I'm not sure if I would go with the Scorpion model. I'd probably go with something maybe that's all black, something a little bit more traditional. Maybe like a, I don't know, like the Fastback or the the blackout edition, the Nightmare, whatever they're called. But, outside of that, I really don't have too much bad to say about this. It's been a great weapon for the last year. I've run about 1,000 rounds through it. Some failure to fire, or not failure to fire, but failure to feeds. But then again, I have run a lot of reloads to this particular weapon, so it could be a problem with the actual reloads in the cases. But anyway, this is it. This is the Scorpion about a year later. If you're jonesing for one of these, you can pick them up pretty easily anymore for around $950 to $1,000, and you can probably even find one used for around $850 to $875. Anyway, there you have it, Sig Scorpion. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys on the firing line.